What is up? This is your LA in a minute. And this fruit right here changed the course of California history. It's not just an orange, it's a Washington navel orange. It was introduced to Southern California over 150 years ago, and this humble orange led to such a boom in California's agriculture, economy, and population that it created what is called California's second gold rush. Let's get into it. Now, oranges were grown in California before the arrival of the Washington Navel. Father Junipero Serra seeded oranges along with grapes and pomegranates at the missions, but at the time it was a side note, and they weren't very appealing. Early California oranges were small, tart, full of seeds, and not super attractive. But the story of the Orange Revolution in California actually starts in Brazil in 1820, where a chance mutation of a sweet orange produced a seedless variety with a distinctive navel-like formation on its base. This unique variety of orange caught the attention of Francis J.C. Schneider, an American living in Bahia, Brazil, who recognized the orange's potential and sent samples to the United States Department of Agriculture in Washington, D.C. It was there that William Saunders, the superintendent of garden and grounds for the U.S. Department of Agriculture, received the samples and began propagating the new variety. In the mid-1870s, Saunders sent 2 young navel orange trees to Eliza Tibbets in Riverside, California, and from there, the roads of California would be paved with oranges. Eliza Tibbets was a true pioneer. She was born in Cincinnati and came to Southern California on covered wagon, and she was a fierce advocate for universal emancipation and women's suffrage. She had married prominent abolitionist Luther Tibbets, and together they moved west seeking to establish a utopian society of free thinkers and spiritualists, eventually settling in unincorporated Riverside in 1869. She was curious about growing fruit in her new home of Riverside, and she had sent letters back and forth with Saunders. So once she received the samples, she planted the 2 trees near her kitchen door, and she nurtured them with dishwater since there was no other running water at the time. The trees thrived in the Southern California climate, producing sweet seedless oranges that peeled easily and grew to abundant sizes. The oranges quickly gained notoriety, and they swept all the awards at Western agricultural fairs. It's important to note that the Washington Navel Orange can only be propagated by grafting, creating clones that maintain the characteristics of the parent tree, which left Tibbets as the sole possessor of this horticultural miracle. By 1879, she was selling the clones at trade fairs, starting what was called the Second California Gold Rush. The success of the Washington Navel orange trees marked the beginning of a citrus revolution in Southern California, transforming the region's agricultural landscape. The navel orange's impact on Southern California, particularly Los Angeles and surrounding areas, was profound. As word continued to spread about the superior quality and taste of these oranges, more growers began cultivating them, mostly due to these characteristics, but also because of their color, something very unique to Southern California oranges. It's said that Southern California is the perfect place to grow citrus. It's hot enough, but not too hot, and it cools at night, so we get the perfect bright orange fruit color. And the timing could not have been better for the orange to conquer the rest of America. This was right when the railways were coming west, and by 1885, Riverside was connected with the Transcontinental Railroad, which ran right through Chicago, which happened to be home for the 1893 World Fair, and California oranges were sent to that World Fair and formed this impressive display that made people awe and wonder at the California Navel oranges. And in addition to its remarkable flavor, the Washington Navel has skin thick and pliable enough to protect the flesh and discourage evaporation of the juice during shipping, perfect to ship to cold climates across the entire country. The citrus industry expanded rapidly on the back of the Washington Navel, with thousands of orange box labels designed between 1885 and 1955 to promote this luxury fruit. The navel orange became a symbol of California's abundance and ideal climate, and it attracted settlers and investors to the region. The growth of the citrus industry played a crucial role in the development of Los Angeles and Southern California, spurring economic growth, creating jobs, and leading to improvements in transportation and irrigation, solidifying California's position as a world leader in agriculture. Today, navel oranges continue to dominate California's citrus production, though there have been some shifts in recent years. While the bearing acreage of navel oranges has seen a slight decline, they remain the most widely grown citrus variety in all of California. Today, the legacy of California's second gold rush continues to live on with these bountiful Washington Navel oranges, thank you to the ingenuity and foresight of Eliza Tibbets and her 2 original Washington Navel orange trees right here in Southern California. All right, LA, it's been a minute.